In this material world, what happens is the three modes of material nature, because they are influencing my choices, we can predict what that person is going to choose. What is he going to take up? Just like when we bring a drunkard into a room and we offer him the beverages, all of us know beforehand what is he going to pick up. He will pick up that bottle of alcohol only because he's a drunkard. Now, does that mean that is affecting his choice of free will? That is not affecting his free will in that sense, if you see. So, knowledge of a person's choices, just like, for example, if you know somebody very well, you can predict what that person is going to eat, or what that person is going to, what kind of cloth he is going to wear, what kind of this one, his proclivities. If you are aware, if he is somebody very close to you, you can easily predict. See, now he is coming, he will do this, and he will go and do that. Does that mean that your knowledge of what he's going to do has precluded his free will? No, that is not true. Just like, suppose my favorite dish is gulab jamun, and there is a feast in which some rasgulla is there, some gulab jamun is there, and some 3 other sweet dishes are there. Now my friends, they all know me. So when we are going towards that feast, my friends will all tell me, see, now they'll be talking, now he'll go and pick up that gulab jamun. And actually I will go and pick up that gulab jamun. So does that mean that I have lost my free will? No. Knowledge of what choice I'm going to make is based on knowledge of my character, my inclinations, my likings, my dislikings. Somebody who knows that, he will clearly predict, oh, this man is going to do this. Just like if sometimes when we are going to meet somebody, we call some important person we have to meet. Some known person will be taking us. We'll tell him, so what time shall we go? Shall we go early in the morning? He's a big man. He's busy. If we go a little late, he may become busy with his various other things. He may not be able to give time. So shall we go at 8 o'clock or maybe 7 o'clock in the morning? Then that man will tell, no, he doesn't get up before 10 o'clock. Let us go at 10 o'clock. And so we will go and we'll land up at 10 o'clock and he will come up. Just now I got up, he will come. So does that mean, and immediately then man, see, I told you, no, he will not come before 10 o'clock. So he already knows that he will get up only at 10 o'clock. Does that mean that that man has lost his choice? No. That knowledge that he has is because, how does he know the future? That's because he knows his nature, his character, he knows him very well. Like that Paramatma sitting in our heart, he is aware of each and every desire of ours. Paramatma clearly, exactly knows what is the combination of the 3 modes of material nature which are influencing our choices. And therefore, Paramatma knows beforehand what this man is going to do, I know. And therefore, that knowing, Paramatma's knowing our choice is not going to preclude, it is not going to affect our free will in any way. This is the reality. And one more, and additionally, over and above this, we have to understand that our free will is controlled by the 3 modes of material nature, and we don't have complete, ultimate free will. That in everything we are completely independent of everything else to exercise our free will. No. Our free will is very minute, and it is limited to the choice between serving Krishna or not serving Krishna. The moment we choose one of them, we put ourselves under the control of one of the 2 mayas, either Yoga Maya or Mahamaya. And the moment we have put ourselves under the control of Yoga Maya or Mahamaya, accordingly, all our further activities get dictated. And therefore, we really don't have any ultimate free will, we have minute free will only. And therefore, this Krishna knowing the future and knowing what actions the jiva will take in the future is not affecting our free will in any way in that sense.